Welcome to the Paveway Wellbeing Assessment. More than ever, reducing stress and enabling well-being in the workplace is fast becoming a necessity as we experience a paradigm shift away from stress management and towards a promotion of well-being. This is driven by a perfect storm in which this shift is also being fueled by the effects of austerity. The old stress management paradigm is reactive, costly and inefficient, and for all the decades of money pumped into solutions, its effects and consequences on employee health and productivity get worse, not better, year on year. Britain leads the world for stress at 35% of the workforce, with the NHS sitting at 38%. Austerity has also had its effect. Organisations are expected to do more with less. We're at a dead end, in crisis, plugging leaks and surviving. The emerging wellbeing paradigm, by contrast, is proactive, preventative and leadership-led. It is cost-effective, improves performance and productivity, and allows us to thrive. So, measuring and enabling well-being at work is the difference between surviving and thriving. To achieve this, we use Paveway. This is an integrated system for measuring and enabling well-being across any size of workforce through group and individual well-being assessments backed up by a follow-on coaching system. The measurement of well-being is a vital precursor for creating a well-being pathway or roadmap that benchmarks where we are and where we want to go, enables the design, development and deployment of well-being strategies, and tracks changes and improvements year on year. The system is based on an online survey of 56 questions grouped in 3 filters: the Health and Safety Executive Stress Management Standards, emotional responses to the workplace, and where and how our psychological needs are met at work. All are based on accepted academic and scientific standards. Within those 3 broad filters, 10 questions look at general well-being, 30 drill down into the 6 main HSE stress categories, 4 look at emotional response, and 12 look at the balance across 4 key areas of psychological need at work. Finally, participants are able to have their say. The online questionnaire asks participants to enter their details and metadata. Predetermined by the organisation, these become the population sets in the reporting application. The remainder of the questionnaire is a simple radio button interface. Once the survey window closes, consolidated data is presented as an interactive, fully navigable dashboard reflecting the population's answers by category. All bar graphs, pie charts and numbers link through to the underlying data, allowing for rapid drill down and navigation across the organisation. This means that it doesn't matter if the surveyed population is 100 or 100,000 employees. Irrespective of numbers, users can navigate from a global view to an individual's readout in 3 clicks, enabling rapid identification of those who need help or who represent a potential legal vulnerability to the organisation. The individual's dashboard toggles between the general well-being view and the finer detail of the 6 HSE stress categories. Along with any comments made, it can be consolidated into a 1-page individual wellbeing assessment and printed to PDF. Individual wellbeing assessments, or IWAs, can be generated on an ad hoc, one-off basis as and when an employer has a concern about an employee. The law not only requires an employer to notice an employee's stress, but also to take action. The IWA is the first step in meeting those twin obligations, thus protecting both employer and employee in equal measure. An IWA can be turned around on the same day. Both group and individual wellbeing assessments can be used for stress audit management, performance development, informing mental health risk assessments and policies, which have been required in every organisation by law since 1999, and for annual appraisals. Both the group and individual wellbeing assessments are invaluable in hunting down the myriad of marginal gains that can make huge changes to individual and collective performance. Pioneered in sport by Sir David Brailsford, the relentless pursuit of many tiny marginal gains in all areas of athletic life resulted in 16 gold medals in 2 Olympics and 3 Tour de France wins for British cycling, where marginal gains led to huge change. In healthcare, the Virginia Mason Hospital in Seattle also adopted the philosophy and practice of identifying marginal gains, resulting in a 74% decrease in preventable medical error, making it one of the safest hospitals in the world. At work, The Group Wellbeing Assessment rapidly identifies and prioritises all the tiny marginal gains right across the organisation that can add up to huge changes in performance and productivity. At the individual level, the IWA not only identifies the areas that can improve an employee's work experience, but also demonstrates good leadership and duty of care. Whether the Paveway Wellbeing Assessments are used collectively or individually, they identify the marginal gains that pave the way for huge change at low cost. The Paveway Wellbeing Assessment metric is backed up by the Performance and Potential Profile Mirror coaching system. Designed for use by independent and in-house coaches, it is suitable for coaching employees, executives and leaders. So, if you're an employer interested in either a group wellbeing assessment for your company, or you're worried about an employee and want to generate an individual wellbeing assessment, or if you're an employee worried about your own stress and mental health at work and want to maintain an audit of your own for legal purposes, then please get in touch through fullpotentialcoaching.co.uk.